I got the result online January 5. Pero hindi ko siya mabuksan. Hindi ko siya na parang I was contemplating kung bubuksan ko ba siya without the presence of my onco. Kaso baka mamali yung interpretation namin. Kasi syempre di naman kami doctor, 'di ba? Natitempt akong maging Dr. Google. Pero hindi ko ginawa. So I waited for 2 days. So yun yung parang matagal na day for me. Kasi parang nakatitig lang ako doon kasi it was an online result. Pag binuksan mo, lalabas na siya pero hindi ko siya kayang buksan. December 29, lumabas yung result. Ang result is suspicious. Pag suspicious, yung BIRAD4, you have to undergo a biopsy. So, nagpa-biopsy ako December 29. I was scared at first kasi syempre first time ko magpapa-biopsy. They said na after a week, lalabas yung result. So, imagine yung tension. I'm Lan Perez. I'm a brave mom of 3, founder of Mother Nurture, breastfeeding advocate, and a breast cancer warrior. I decided to finally share my story after 3 months of battling cancer. I mean, honestly, medyo hesitant ako. Gusto ko sana i-share yung story ko pagtapos na lahat. Pagtapos na yung treatment, pag magaling na ako. But there is a certain call na kailangan mong i-share yung current situation mo para mas maka-encourage ka ng ibang moms who are also in the same situation as yours. So, yun talaga yung convince sa akin na finally, it's time. Tapos nasakto nga na Mother's Day. Ito yung isa sa I think, memorable na Mother's Day ko kasi this one hits different. Dahil, kumbaga, hindi mo alam, malay mo, ito na yung last Mother's Day mo. So, hindi rin ako sure. Siyempre, it's really up to the Lord kung i-heal ka or hindi despite ng mga treatments, 'di ba? As I entered the room, yung surgeon ko, tahimik lang siya, which is very unlikely of her kasi she's very yung fun, ganyan. So I knew na mukhang malignant. So we sat there, kasama ko si husband. So, yung kaba ng dibdib ko sobrang lakas. Pero, yun nga, kabado pero there's a certain peace. At peace ako na parang everything will be okay. Kahit na may cancer ka, everything will be okay. So, umupo kami. And then, she explained to me that my cancer is still stage 0 at the time. So, it's ductal carcinoma in situ. So, ibig sabihin, nasa loob pa lang ng breast yung lahat ng cancer cells, hindi pa siya nakakalabas. So, sabi niya, it is an easy stage. Huwag kang matakot. That's the exact words of my surgeon. Huwag kang matakot, madali lang to. And then, parang hindi ako umiyak. I remember, I didn't cry. Kasi, yun nga, there was a certain peace. Alam ko si Lord yun, na parang hindi kita papabayaan. Daanan mo lang tong journey na to. Dadaanan mo lang. Yung surgery ko, I decided to have a lumpectomy. So, meaning, yung mass lang yung tinanggal. So, mahal ko kasi yung breast ko. So, nandyan pa rin siya. Intact pa din siya. Because it's important for me as a woman, as a mother. Kasi minahal ko talaga yan. Madami kaming pinagsamahan yan. And yan yung naging way ko to nurture my children. After my surgery, it was a different story na. Kasi the lump got bigger. And tinanggalan ako ng 10 na lymph nodes on the left side. And nag-positive siya So from DCIS, from ductal carcinoma in situ, tumaas siya ng invasive carcinoma na in stage 2B. So, ang bilis. After a week, nagbumalik na naman ako sa surgeon. Pagbalik ko, iba na naman yung staging. Because of my breast panel. So, parang yung breast panel kasi is parang the DNA of your cancer, kung anong receptor siya, kung receptors usually are estrogen, progesterone, and yung HER2 na sinasabi. And then meron pa dong Ki67, yun yung parang basis kung gaano ka-aggressive yung cancer mo. So yung sa akin is usually it's 0 to 100 siya. So, yung sa akin is 95%. So, nasa aggressive side siya. Kaya, from stage 2B, inangat ulit ako sa stage 3A. So, my cancer type is ER positive, PR negative, HER2 negative. Stage 3A, breast cancer, invasive carcinoma. Yung The Brave Mom Project or The Brave Moms Club, kasi when I was navigating through cancer, wala naman kasi talaga akong malapitan. Wala akong matanungan. So, ang naging parang reference ko was a Facebook group for breast cancer warriors. Pero doon ay naka-anonymous post ako kasi hindi pa ako ready to share about my situation to other people, ganyan. So, naka-anonymous post lang. Tas most of them, dahil hindi naman namin talaga totoong kilala yung bawat isa, doon lang ako nagtatanong. Kumbaga, ganun ako ka-desperate kasi doon lang parang wala akong ibang mapuntahan. Parang feeling ko, kung wala kang cancer, hindi mo ako maiintindihan. So, mas doon ako nakakonect sa mga kahit hindi ko kilala talaga. So, kahit online friends lang kami or kumbaga technically stranger, doon ako kumukuha ng information or yung mga experiences nila, dun kami nagtatanungan kung ano ang side effects ng ganitong gamot, ano ang dapat i-prepare. Nakita ko na kulang yung support doon. And may mga individuals doon na gustong-gusto nilang magpagamot pero hindi nila alam paano magsisimula. Merong mga doon na wala rin silang means para magpagamot kahit gustong-gusto nila. So, naisip ko itong The Brave Moms Club or itong ilo-launch namin na The Brave Box, part of the proceeds will go to moms na pwede naming tulungan for their check-ups or yung medicine nila. Mahal magpagamot if you have cancer, mahal siya. But thankful ako kay God kasi na-prepare na namin yung kumbaga for my medication. So, kung ano yung kaya kong gawin with the Brave Mom, yun yung gusto kong i-share. Kasi nga ako, I have the option or I have kumbaga yun nga, hindi ako kailangan pumila para magpagamot. Meron kaming means para magpagamot doon sa gusto naming ospital or doctor. But for other moms, it's not the case. So, yun sana yung gusto kong mapunan kasi yun yung nakikita ko na majority of the situation doon sa isang breast cancer group. Yung support system ko is, syempre is my family, lalong-lalo na yung husband ko. So very hands-on siya from the time na may diagnosis, kasama ko siya, lahat ng lab tests na pinagdaanan ko, surgery, so siya yung nag-aalaga sa akin. Even yung simpleng pagtali ng buhok, ganyan, siya. Tapos pag-ayos ng gamit namin when in the hospital. Yung pag-shave ng hair ko kasi after my second chemo, nag-fall off na yung hair ko. So yung husband ko talaga siya yung kakampi ko. Alam ko emotionally mahirap, but hindi niya pinapakita na nanghihina siya. So yung kids ko, kahit na may sakit ako, parang hindi ko na feel sa kanila na I'm less of a mom because I'm sick. Na-appreciate ko na lagi nilang iniisip, no mommy, dadaanan mo lang yan. So, nandito lang kami. And also yung immediate family namin. So, yung family ko, mas naging closer. Yung siblings ko and yung parents ko, napupunta sila dito every week. And we pray together, we eat together. Bonding lang, ganyan. And then yung ibang family ko, yan, they visit us. Na hindi naman ganon before. So, dati, we only see once in a while or pag may Christmas lang, ganon lang, or New Year. But ngayon, parang they see to it na nag-visit sila sa akin. And also, yung closest friends ko, my high school barkada, kahit magkakaiba kami ng lugar, yung iba from the US, yung iba from ibang countries, we pray online together. And the mompreneur group that I have, sila kasi yung nakakaalam dahil I had to step back nga from some of the responsibilities to focus on my healing. So, yan, they send food to me, they pray for me. There are days na manghihina ka. Hindi laging strong. But yung simple message nila na, Lan, kamusta ka? How are you today? How was your chemo? Do you have any cravings? Kailangan mo ba ng kasama sa check-up? Kailangan mo ba ng kasama sa chemo mo? So those simple things, yun yung talagang nagpapalakas sa akin na they love you and they have a concern for you and they want healing for you. So yun, yung importante talaga yung support group. Hindi kailangan malaking gesture. Yung pagkakamusta lang, nakamusta ka today or anong kailangan mo, anong gusto mong food, malaking bagay na yun.
Happy Mother's Day, Mommy!
We love you!
We love